Welcome to Talking Ball, Game Day episode week 4. And boys, what a week it was already. But before we get into it, let's go ahead and get our things out of the way. Thank you, Cam Smith, with the Just Jesus Network.
Thank you, Cam.
That's like a regular now.
We love Cam Smith.
Just Jesus Network Radio right above us, all your internet radio app for internet for preaching, singing, gospel, all that good stuff. For boy Dave is on there 8:30 Saturday mornings. Give him a listen. And also with the American Senior Benefits insurance broker, all your insurance needs, make sure you go see him. We really appreciate it, Cam. Thank you so much.
Shout out, Cam.
Let's dive into this week. What a week it was.
A depressing week.
A depressing week.
Great week for
as
me.
well. Go ahead and just get this out.
What's a pill you take for depression?
The Taters lost.
Yeah,
Potatoes?
Clemson lost this week. I'm sure you've already seen that. Our playoff hopes are dashed.
I'm going to have to take those Flintstone gummies.
They don't.
Yeah, so we haven't been this way in a while.
When's the last
I mean,
time y'all
literally,
didn't make the playoffs?
since I can remember being
6 years.
Since I can remember having legitimate knowledge of football and being a diehard Clemson fan, we've never been bad.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
like, we
this-
actually knew really what was going on.
So this is new.
So this is really new for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been a Clemson fan my whole life.
I remember. I'm a little bit older than these guys, so I remember the Tommy Bowden age.
Like, I remember it, but I wasn't like a diehard.
I wasn't a diehard
Yeah.
at that time, but I remember being like disappointed. I remember the West Virginia loss in the.
No, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
this-
And the Orange Bowl.
Yeah, I remember the 7.
But again, even then, I was like 9 years old.
Right,
like,
so I was like, oh, we lost. Okay,
Yeah.
oh well. But yeah, since I became a diehard, this is new.
This is new.
But
This is ungrounded, unfounded territory.
I guess
Uncharted.
I guess
Charted,
we have.
that's what-
I
that's
guess
what I
we
was
have to
looking for.
take it.
Big word of the day.
Uncharted waters.
We always have one. I guess we have. We have to take it.
Yeah.
I didn't lose anything off of it, so that's a
No.
good thing. But it still hurts.
It still hurts a lot.
Yeah. Dave, you had a pretty good weekend.
I had a great weekend.
Which, by the way, actually became an uncle.
Hey, congratulations.
Yesterday.
Hey, shout out to
So
my
that-
boy Hendricks, bro.
Yeah, y'all.
Hendrick Motorsports.
In all
He
seriousness,
will race for Chase
in
Elliott.
all seriousness,
Absolutely.
if you do pray,
Chase Elliott's not even an owner.
if you do pray, please pray for my sister and her little
If
baby.
you don't pray, you better start.
He's 29 weeks in the NICU, doing great though so far.
Hey, prayers up for Hendrick.
Yeah, so prayers for Hendrick, but like in all seriousness, yeah, but
But-
he's doing good. But yeah,
So,
so that definitely compensated for my Clemson loss.
No doubt.
It
because,
definitely
you know,
makes it a little bit better.
It definitely,
for you,
yeah.
dog. Put some things into
Yeah,
perspective. huh?
exactly.
I needed
So-
I needed a big Georgia win after losing that Deer Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and I'd say y'all. I mean, y'all barely squeaked by Vandy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 62.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
Got to do better than that. No joke. I mean, like, I'll say this a lot of times and I'm joking.
Yeah.
Georgia could have scored 100 if they wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Like,
I mean,
they
they
had 35.
35 in the first quarter.
I've
28 after the first 7 minutes.
I don't think I've ever watched a Georgia game where we took the starters out in the first quarter.
Y'all could have put up 100 plus, legit.
A lot of Georgia fans were mad, like, leave JT in. But here's my thing.
The
And
moment he gets hurt, they say,
exactly.
why didn't you
And
take
this is
him
what I
out?
kept telling them, and nobody wanted to listen to me because they all want to score 100,000 points.
Yeah.
If you're a Georgia fan watching this, I know, let JT play. We want him to win the Heisman. Let him put up stats.
Yeah.
How mad are you if up 35-0, JT rolls right, tears his ACL?
And honest
How
to
mad are
goodness, outside of, I guess, Heisman, what good does it do you to win
No.
90 to
Nothing.
3?
Yeah.
It's not going to help you get.
You're
in the
not gonna
playoffs.
get
You're still
number
going to
one.
playoffs, yeah.
No.
And even
that's
if you
the
were,
thing.
I mean, that's just a ranking at this
Yeah,
point. It
exactly.
doesn't really matter to playoff
And
time.
we want to make a statement. Okay. You made a statement.
Yeah.
Went on your first 5 drives with your starters. You
Right.
scored and did whatever you wanted. That's statement enough. But moving on from that and just hit on the Clemson game, I watched the whole Clemson game. I wanted to because I wanted to get on here and know what I was
You
talking
watched
about
a
when it came
boring
to
game.
Clemson. I want to say that, first off, from the get-go, the game started and it just felt like, all right, NC State knows they can win this.
Yeah.
The crowd was in it. But
They were in it for
DJ
me.
goes down the first drive, dropping dimes,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, dude, DJ's back, Clemson's back. This is
Yeah.
about to be a blowout.
Legitimate, like that one ball to Ngata and
Yeah.
he's pretty much double covered
Yep.
was
Yeah.
an incredible pass.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the thing.
And
that,
Go ahead.
the times that Tony Elliott is actually drawing something up, DJ's dropping it in.
And I'll tell you one thing that I noticed about earlier in the drive. You know what was happening? That throw to Ngata, he was on the move. He was
Rolling out.
out of the pocket. That touchdown throw,
To
he was
Justin.
out of the pocket. We did no design rollouts trying to get him out of the pocket
Yep.
at all the rest of the game.
Yeah.
come
Like I
on now.
said, he is trying to run Tony Elliott's offense and not an offense that fits your personnel.
Yep,
You've
exactly.
heard Saban say it over and over again.
Oh yeah,
They're like, we're going to say the same offense. No, we're not going to say the same offense because we have different players.
Yep.
right.
Bryce Young isn't Mac Jones. They're not doing the same thing with Bryce Young that they did with Mac Jones. and you can't.
Right, and that's the same thing with our defense. At one point, I mean, I think it was last year, the year before that, we were running a 3-4 on our defense instead of a regular 4-3 because of our personnel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the game was so depressing for me that I literally pretty much didn't even watch the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah,
I was trying to climb a tree.
I went to Level and Fish Camp, and I kept with it on my phone.
Yeah, I mean, I kept up with it, but I wasn't going to watch it. It was too painful.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't think I've ever watched a Georgia game that was so painful I just quit watching.
I've had a handful, honestly.
Yeah, especially the past couple ones.
Yeah, just because of, but
I'm the same guy that I'll go back and watch games that we lost.
I will too, but the thing is, LSU National Championship, I didn't.
Yeah,
I watched until the last 5 minutes. Then it was over.
I guess
Ohio State.
And the thing is, and we got to dive into
But honestly,
this.
y'all don't really get blown out, so y'all's losses are last minute losses.
That's true.
But the thing is,
that hurts though.
The LSU loss, was like, dang, we lost. The Ohio State, I was like, yeah, dang, we
but
lost.
we're a great team. We're in the playoffs.
Right.
Not
but the thing is, that's what's so sad is that we literally look forward to football all season, and then in a matter of a month, all our hopes of dude, this is DJ.
This could be our year.
This could be our year, and now we're 2-2.
No doubt, but
barely.
This is game day.
I am kind of glad though.
Not reaction.
Yeah, that's true. But
at this point, let's just make it a reaction because we've pretty much just reacted.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I think we just continue on.
This is our reaction video.
Yeah. So.
But we did.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Yeah, at this point, it's a reaction.
This is our reaction video. Yeah. Thank you for watching our reaction video.
That's all we've been doing this entire time.
Yeah, that's fine, and it's hard to make our first video.
Talking Ball reaction video part 2.
There we go.
And no one's gonna care. We have a good 25 subscribers that actually watch.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just gonna react around the table.
But I'll tell you one thing: the ACC's insane. Legitimately.
Insanely terrible.
But no, just
terrible.
insane as a whole. Because
insane as how they beat each other up.
In a sense. But
wait, you freaking Sammy Howell just
that's what I'm saying.
dropped
1 week is a freaking stud, and the next week how to play.
Okay, obviously Clemson's no longer the top dog in the ACC or whatever. I don't even know what it is. And then Georgia Tech goes and pretty much blows out North Carolina.
Yeah.
When's the last time Georgia Tech blew out a
Who's
team?
the best team in the ACC right now?
Nobody.
Wake Forest, Boston College, I guess.
Nobody's good in the ACC.
Well,
Florida State's 0-4. Miami's trash. I mean, the ACC's in shambles.
Wake Forest might win the ACC.
Yeah, legit. Yeah,
that's tough.
I mean, they actually have a good defense and a good offense.
Yeah, definitely got a good offense. Wake Forest is probably going to beat Clemson by 35 at this point.
I just couldn't believe honestly that Clemson's favored by 15.5 against Boston College.
That blew my mind. Jeff Hafley is probably licking his chops watching film. There's their head coach. He was a defensive coordinator at Ohio State, so he's a defensive mind. He's probably looking at our offense like he's about to have a field day.
Yeah,
he's about freaking Tony Ellis playing checkers. My boy Jeff Hafley gonna be playing chess.
All right,
my goodness, dude.
So
it's bad time.
I want to say that I have made it a habit since we started this to hate on Florida. And I'm going to give credit where credit's due here. First off, I want to say if you're a Florida fan watching, if you're glad you lost by 2 to Bama, shame on you. That's retarded.
Yeah, you should never be
I
glad
don't
for a
care.
loss.
I don't care who you play. Because no team in the NFL is like, oh, man, we lost to Belichick by 2. Yeah, man, we're rolling. No, you lost. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. I was kind of glad, not that we lost, but that Cowboys kept it close against the Buccaneers. That was
that's
a good
loss.
Cowboys, but that's a fan's perspective,
right?
But
not a player's perspective.
But
that's true.
While I say shame on you for that, I can understand it because of this. The Florida team I watched last night is a legitimate top 15 team.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing: I still do not believe in Dan Mullen. And I still am not sold on Emory Jones. Florida has a legitimate run game because of Emory Jones' ability to tuck the ball. Similar to the Ravens with Lamar Jackson. Yeah. They can run it because you have to respect Lamar. When you've got Zeb Nolan in your backfield, you can't run the football.
Right.
Speaking of Zeb Nolan.
What about him?
I mean, he didn't play, but
that was a good segue there. Segue to nowhere.
But Luke Doty, I mean.
But hey, I tell you what, Luke Doty is a good quarterback.
So what I'm saying here,
sadly,
is I need to see more of Florida this weekend against Kentucky at Kentucky because that first half against Tennessee, all the momentum changed when they missed that field goal. I don't know if y'all seen that. But
my God, just broke the mic, bro.
This is such a bust. At the last second of the half, they missed a field goal. And everybody knows that momentum is so big.
Right.
And I think it was a different game if they make that field goal I'm not sold on Florida, but I do want to give you credit.
Just
credit's due.
Just to piggyback off of that, I agree with you. And I would echo pretty much everything you said. I do think Dan Mullen's a good coach, but anybody that says he's a great coach, I don't think
he's not a bad coach.
No,
and I've said he's a good X's and O's.
Yeah, and he's a great quarterback developer. Absolutely. I mean, you can look at his track record, but one thing is you've got to be able to recruit.
Right.
You're in Florida. You're in a top 3 state for high school recruits. You've got to recruit better than you do, and he's yet to be able to. And Florida might be a top 15 team under Dan Mullen until the cows come home, but I don't think that's good enough if you're a Florida fan. I don't know. But
I'll say one more thing about Florida, and I'll be done with them because it's so hard for me to talk good about them. But I've seen a lot of Florida fans tweet and Florida players tweet and say, "Oh, we're close to winning a national championship."
No, you're not.
You're not close.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, you beat Georgia last year. Congrats. Georgia had a bad year. Their starter quit on them. Their backup came out and forgot how to play football. Their third stringer at the time, or JT was injured, couldn't play, and they started Stetson. Okay, if Stetson Bennett starts against your team and beats you, quit playing football. He's not good. And he was on pace to beat Florida until he got injured, and we had to play the man himself, Juwan, who I'm not even going to bash Juwan. I love him to death. He's not good at football.
I'm not going to bash Juwan, but he's absolute trash.
I'm stating observation, but. Like I say, I don't believe you're near a national championship. Oh, it's going to come sooner. No, you're not. Yeah. You're not on par with that. But, tip my hat, because the reason I do say I tip my hat to you is you went and handled business against Tennessee. You could have easily beat Bama if some things went your way. And there's not a whole lot of highly touted recruits on the roster. Yeah.
How about Notre Dame?
Yeah, I was going to say,
What did that final score end up being? I remember
41-17.
Yeah, I was about to say they ran away with it.
Yeah, but that game, the score was not really indicative of what the game.
But
really
I will say, and I continue, and I probably will in our game day video, for the third straight week.
This is game day and reaction.
Yeah, this is just everything in one.
I will be betting against them, so stay tuned for that.
Betting here?
No.
Wow.
Sorry.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Bad man.
I get out of church 1 week.
You missed one Sunday.
But yeah, they've continued to surprise me. They look good this week. I did not think they'd go in, which I think I put a little too much faith in Wisconsin's offense. We've seen Wisconsin's offense against Penn State.
Because I didn't know this. Did y'all know their quarterback hadn't thrown a touchdown in like 10 starts?
Yeah,
DJ?
Facts. But I myself was like pretty high on Graham Mertz coming into the season just because he flashed last year. I think he was a true freshman last year. He was highly touted coming out of high school. But I've watched him absolutely crumble against Penn State this year in the big moment.
Dang, if they played Clemson, it'd be like a 3-0 game.
Legitimately.
Georgia was almost a 3-0 game.
I mean, it should have been. And then, or not necessarily should have been, but you know what I mean. And then I seen him crumble.
Been, John.
I seen him crumble yesterday against Notre Dame in the big moment.
At home
and I wasn't overly impressed with Notre Dame either. Wisconsin's not a bad team. Don't get me wrong.
No, they're not.
I mean, Jack Cohen got sacked like 5 times. But, I mean, when Drew Pine, like your third-string quarterback for Notre Dame, comes in and ends up beating you as Wisconsin,
that kick return changed the whole momentum.
No, it absolutely
I'll put it this way. I would love to play Notre Dame.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great game.
I'm not scared of it.
That's gonna be a great.
I literally don't want to play anybody.
No, I mean, can we just have bias for the rest of the week?
That's literally what my dad said. He was like, "Can we just like take an L in the season?
Yeah, like don't even play. Yeah, don't even play.
Just take 2 and 9 or 2 and 10 or whatever.
Just keep faking COVID tests.
Just forfeit the rest of the season.
What about the big game, Arkansas and Texas A&M?
Oh yeah, we gotta hop on that for real.
Arkansas.
Hey, we all picked that.
We did.
Which I think a lot of people picked up.
A&M made a comeback there late.
They did.
But
they didn't make a push.
But Arkansas dominated. But I want to say, what I watched, I didn't see a whole lot from either team that I was just like, wow.
Right.
I don't know that I'm sold on Arkansas. And I'm not even going to talk trash about them because we play them this weekend and I don't want to eat my words. But I didn't see anything out of either one that says, wow.
How about that dude for Texas A&M literally pretty much pushing him, giving him Arkansas's player a boost, their running back, to the end zone?
I didn't say that.
Don't miss that. Oh, my goodness, dude. Worst tackling job ever. I believe
yes, I did. I did.
I believe it was
on the sideline.
Yeah, I believe it was. I think it was a running back. It was like a pass to the running back. KJ Jefferson threw it to him. And he broke like one tackle. The Texas A&M cornerback, defensive back, whatever, literally just comes and like pushes him in the back
Literally,
and just boosts him to the
pushes
end zone.
him to the end zone.
Like,
Worst tackling job I've ever seen in my life.
When we talk about Arkansas, though, how about that job Sam Pittman's done?
Dude.
Incredible.
And I want to say this and go on record. I was a Sam Pittman believer before season. Now, he came from Georgia. I'm a Georgia fan, so of course I'm going to be. But I continue to say he fits. He fits. He fits. And a fit is really important.
Oh, no,
And
absolutely.
his players want to play for him.
That's the thing.
I'll say this, and I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm assuming Mel Tucker and Sam Pittman had already been there prior to Kirby Smart. Maybe.
I don't know.
But
Probably.
Either way, Kirby Smart's coaching tree's looking good. Mel Tucker doing an incredible job at Michigan State.
No doubt.
Then you got Sam Pittman doing an incredible job at Arkansas. Good start for Kirby Smart's coaching tree.
Yeah, no doubt. And
legit.
Man, what about what Mel Tucker's doing at Michigan State?
Incredible. I mean, they almost lost yesterday, but they shouldn't even be where they're at, period.
Which I think you were sleeping on Nebraska on that game last week.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing,
Nebraska,
man.
Nebraska showed up. Nebraska's right there. Like, they hung with Oklahoma, hung with Michigan State.
But then you gotta also think they lost week 1 to Illinois and looked really bad.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only game I've actually sat down and watched.
They're
Nebraska.
inconsistent.
And Adrian Martinez, man, it's like one game is a Heisman contender.
But he's so limited as a player.
He
really is. He's so one-dimensional, and if you don't specifically design perfectly for him, he's not going to make a play.
Let's react a little bit to the Carolina game, South Carolina.
I'm gonna say this:
laying an egg against.
Man, I wish
Kentucky.
I'd have been bold and picked Kentucky in the picks. I picked it in our other.
I did too. I picked South Carolina. South Carolina fans.
Their offense looks.
I know my team let me down, as in Clemson, but
where's that?
I actually picked you.
Where is that highly touted run game?
Yeah, and we had a buddy and CC, when we asked them that such and such was hurt, but like they're literally running for like 60 yards a game, 50 yards a game, and I'm like seriously, like Kevin Harris is a monster. Kevin Harris was great last year.
Yep.
Where have they been? Is it the offensive line?
I believe so, because I don't care who you've got. If you can't block, you can't run. And I don't care if your running back is lackluster and not that talented. If you can block, he's going to have some success.
Yeah.
I think it's offensive line and scheme. You can't just say, all right, we have a good running back, hand him the ball. No, you've got to draw up the right plays.
Right.
Even Georgia, a team that's, at least in the past, been known for running, you see a difference in them when they run up the middle, when they run to the outside and design good runs. And what you need to see more of, it's still like Carolina, it's like they want to play bully ball. And you don't have the guys to do that. I don't get that.
I will say this, though, and I didn't watch the South Carolina-Kentucky game in detail. I paid more attention to the West Virginia-Oklahoma game. I flipped back and forth a little bit. Luke Doty looked good. Yeah, I mean, as a South Carolina fan, to me, it's a little bit of a bright spot. No, he didn't necessarily look elite and great.
He started how many games?
But, I mean,
3.
like, if that, I mean, I think,
that was his third.
So, I mean, watching him, he looks like a dang solid quarterback. He can run.
Especially when you get him out of the pocket.
Yeah, he can run, he can move around. And there was that 4th and 5 that Shane Beamer went for it on. I don't think he should have went for it on. But, I mean, he hit his wide receiver in the hands for a first down. Who dropped it.
Yep.
Like I went and watched that game, and I said, oh, crap, South Carolina might actually beat Clemson this year because Luke Doty can make plays.
Yeah, they could.
Now, I was talking to Tice, and Tice seems to follow South Carolina pretty much.
He does.
And I was telling him, my biggest take on Doty is he desperately needs to reel in his deep ball.
No, he does.
He overthrows a lot of people.
And against Georgia, he missed a couple deep balls. If a team's not scared of your ability to take the top off the defense,
that's a big deal.
You can't do anything.
But it would also help if he got some weapons. South Carolina, really
no doubt.
Besides Vaughn.
Van or Vaughn is the only their only weapon. But once again, schematically, I don't understand it. Doty is a prototype for the RPO game.
Yep.
Give him the option to hand the ball off or keep it or throw it, and practice that. And
he's quick, man.
Because
he's quick.
It's gonna be hard to stop that when you have that, because you have running backs that can run. You've got Doty who can run or pass, and you've got a couple receivers who can play.
Right.
I don't understand schematically.
Just got a new follower on top.
Why some teams? Why does it say you have one new follower and not say who it was?
I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I don't understand why some teams try to force something and don't call plays to the personnel.
Yep.
Somebody please let me on the coaching staff.
Sounds like another team.
But
that's our reaction / game day /
It was supposed to be game day, but I guess we're gonna have to do reaction first because it's so hard.
Well, like we went like 10 minutes straight into reaction. I was like, we might
Georgia's really good at football.
We've had a couple people comment the word of the day, especially you, Levi.
Wait, I'll tell you what. Like
we love it.
We've been getting a lot of interactions here lately from
We
the
have,
comments. Love it.
yeah.
Keep commenting, please.
Some of them better than others.
Yeah.
What's our word of the day?
Somebody said they stopped listening to us 5 minutes into it.
Yeah,
Hey, that's fine. Piss on it.
Because we said good things about the mailman.
Hey, man, if you
we said one good thing about the
We
mailman.
said one good thing about Stetson. He was like, I'm done watching 5 minutes. Everybody with a heartbeat knows Stetson's bad.
I mean, get out of here. Listen,
we know you're not watching this late, so.
like, I mean, if you don't want to be here, get out. But I'm messing around. Please stay.
I thought the comment was funny.
So what's the word of the day?
I want to say this before I said that. If you don't have haters, you're not doing anything successful.
That's true. So
That's
what's the word of the day?
The word of the day is little trees.
Little trees.
Little trees.
Like
because we got the little trees over
I need
there.
to get some more of those things.
No doubt, because it's wore off. But it
Little
doesn't
trees.
stink in here.
Yeah, no, it don't stink in here.
We're in a shed.
Until next time, keep talking about it.